Formula One news. The final insane plan for Mercedes GP Spain just revealed. Do you have a good knowledge of Formula One racing? Okay then, how about a quick quiz for you? Tell me which competition is considered a fantastic venue for teams to debut their new upgrade packages. Just pause this video and answer it real quick in the comments section. Hey folks, welcome back to Formula One News. We've got so much to tell you about with Mercedes, and the video is well worth watching till the end, so don't go anywhere just yet. We'll get started right away. As we all know, or those who may not know, let me tell you, the Spanish Grand Prix is a fantastic venue for teams to debut their new upgrade packages, and Ferrari will be bringing its first significant improvement package of the season, which will mostly focus on improving the car's floor and rear end. To eliminate the bouncing that has hindered Mercedes' development, the company has made adjustments to the front wing and the floor edge. After the excitement of Formula One's debut in Miami, the championship got down to business in the calmer surroundings of a sun-drenched Spain. Toto Wolff of Mercedes reportedly stated after the Spanish Grand Prix that the team has halved the disadvantage to the frontrunners. At first glance, it appears like a completely objective evaluation was made. The redesigned front wing end plate, floor edge, body, and rear quarter of the W13 gave both drivers the most joy they've experienced all year during their first run on the car during a practice session. This was the happiest either driver has been during the whole season. Only a few of the corners were affected by the porpoising, but it was enough to damage their confidence overall. And shortly, George Russell would complete the podium at Barcelona, while Lewis Hamilton's incredible comeback attempt would end with him in 5th place. While in Miami, the focus was on renowned names and outside activities. In Barcelona, the focus was on the styles of the seed pods and the characteristics of the floor, with one team receiving more than its fair share of attention. The Formula One Grand Prix in Spain is an excellent venue for teams to debut their upgraded package components. Given its frequent use as a pre-season test site, the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya is a known quantity. It features a configuration that evaluates most parts of a car, therefore it's an ideal location for testing. It indicates that it is a circuit that can offer more accurate feedback and data on new components, which is particularly important given the fact that 3 street-based circuits are coming up next on the schedule: Monaco, Baku, and Montreal. Due to Barcelona's proximity to the locations of the Formula One team headquarters, Spain offers a site that is both logistically and practically feasible for implementing major changes. Some of the upgrades will have been planned for several months in advance, while other components will have come about as a response to performance limits noticed during the inaugural Grand Prix, or even by having cast an eye at solutions that other teams have developed. It will be essential for the long-term prospects of teams to verify that these upgrades offer the performance that was predicted by simulation systems, and that they do not result in unanticipated setbacks. As a result of the regulatory revision that took place this year, the competition to upgrade in 2022 will be far more intense, which indicates that there is greater unrealized potential than in prior seasons. It is also important for teams to be aware of the cost cap, which is a constraint that will likely only have an impact on the best teams, but it does imply that there is no longer the option to be inefficient with ideas and components, or to merely throw unlimited amounts of money and parts at a problem. The first redesign of 22 for Ferrari, one of the title contenders. Both Red Bull and Ferrari have made changes, but Ferrari has introduced its first significant upgrade package of the season. This package focuses mostly on the car's floor and rear end. Red Bull has also made changes. Leclerc expressed his optimism about the upgrades by saying, "Hopefully it will be nice ones and enough to be in front of Red Bull again." Since the beginning of the season, it's been an extremely close race, and with each new enhancement they've implemented, they've inched their way closer to the top, and now I believe they've even pulled ahead, particularly in terms of how quickly they can complete races. I thus have high hopes that this will be sufficient to put us back in the lead. To eliminate the bouncing that has hindered Mercedes' development, the company has made adjustments to the front wing and the floor edge. It is still confident that the W13 can win races for it, and the performance seemed to be a step in the right direction toward realizing that promise. Leclerc, who's now in the lead for the championship, finished the day on top of the timesheets, although Russell and Hamilton were immediately behind him in 2nd and 3rd place respectively. Russell remarked that the vehicle is behaving differently, and that this time we've got new restrictions. We definitely do not have the porpoising in the straight, which is good, but we're still experiencing a little bit here and there in the corners, which ultimately you need to dial out through the corners, the driver said. Hamilton stated that he was very thrilled with the improvement and extended a huge, big thank you to the personnel of Mercedes for not giving up. Although they are not the quickest team just yet, he believes that they're getting there. This is the very first time that they've been able to drive down the straight without bouncing. Even while there is still some bouncing, the situation significantly improved. So sure, they're finally beginning to tap into some of the potential that our automobile has. The most extensive upgrade packages were made available by McLaren, Alfa Romeo, and Aston Martin. The first two of them did not have the best day, as Lando Norris ran into the gravel and had to curtail his running, while Valtteri Bottas stopped after just 3 laps of the second session owing to a mechanical issue. It was not an ideal day for any of those two. Even before those occurrences, their green counterparts were the ones that attracted the attention of everyone. Red Bull as well as Aston Martin compared and contrasted in search of parallels with Aston Martin's redesigned AMR22 was shown, and it bore a strong resemblance to Red Bull's RB18 in terms of concept, notably around the form of the side pods. This was one of the most notable similarities. Naturally, Aston Martin recruited numerous members of staff from Red Bull in the previous year, and the most notable of which was technical director Dan Fallows, who started working at Aston Martin in the previous month. During a standard pre-event legality check, the FIA had also discovered a resemblance of this kind. The regulatory body opened an inquiry into the possibility of intellectual property theft and reverse engineering. The investigation focused on illegal transfers of intellectual property. It included CAD inspections and a full investigation of Aston Martin's developmental methods, and the FIA came to the conclusion that no illegal activity had been carried out, thus they gave their approval for the new package to be compliant with regulations. The senior staff of Red Bull's team replied by sitting on the pit wall during practice and drinking from bottles labeled the Green Edition of the company's energy drink. This material was obtained from Twitter and imported. You might be able to locate the same content presented differently on their website, or you might be able to get additional information there. Only AlphaTauri and Haas have not brought many new components to Barcelona. Haas CEO Gunther Steiner has stated that quite a significant one is in the process, but that it won't be ready until the French Grand Prix in July. Haas feels that it's still able to uncover untapped potential within its existing package to better prepare for the arrival of the upgraded VF22. Steiner stated that we developed a plan and we are proceeding following our strategy. We don't do what other people do and respond to it because we don't go along with it. Mercedes debuted a 3-part aerodynamic update for their problematic W13 during the team's chaotic weekend in Miami. The change was intended to address the car's numerous performance issues. But what improvements did Mercedes make to its Formula One car? The most important aspect of these Mercedes F1 modifications was the redesign of the W13's floor body and floor edge. The front wing and rear corner were also modified, although these were secondary changes. The silver arrows are currently seeing Venturi tunnel airflows that are just as steady as they've been during the whole year. Hey, if you appreciated this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you slam that subscribe button and then click the bell symbol so that you never miss any updates. I suppose this is the conclusion of this video, so I hope you find it entertaining. Let me know in the comment box if you have any questions or concerns going through your head, and also make sure you check out our channel where you'll find some more amazing stuff.